Do you know, did you do pencil sharpeners?
30 students split into 8 teams and set challenges along 3 themes. 1, the front end, the future of the Lyon customer experience. Secondly, the back end, the future of the Lyon kitchen. And thirdly, the future of sustainable Lyon packaging. They then had 2 days to create and hack together prototypes and solutions to meet these challenges.
You'll all see from what you've eaten so far, our packaging, it can definitely be improved. So if you take the Lyon principles and apply them to drive-through, we'd love you to imagine what that could look like.
You can interface with Uno with a Pi using the NRF module. Okay. Oh, you can.
That is a good bit of words to get into the video.
I'm Toby by name and I work in Lyon, East Castle. I'm a team member back of house. They've been asking questions about how to make serving customers much more easier and the challenges we face and tons of questions they have. They are very inquisitive and stuff like that. The students trying to figure out ways to make Lyon a much more better place, like to bring up innovative ideas and stuff like. We are always open to changes and upgrades and stuff like that. We just want to make Lyon a better place for everyone. That's just it basically.
Maybe a drive-through, cycle through and walk through are all options.
Can we have collection shelves in offices? So that we take
the Amazon lockers.
Oh yeah, that's
and then stored.
So today I am helping out a few students at Imperial College with their hackathon weekend. I've been working with a few teams which have done sort of front of house customer experience as well as back of house. Everyone's trying to get a firmer understanding of how Lyon works. My main questions have been about how the kitchen works, what have been the biggest struggles in the kitchen and how a digital solution can kind of promote better efficiencies within the kitchen. To listen to some of these creative ideas from these students is quite interesting to actually see how these can come into place in the actual company and whether or not we could implement them to kind of better Lyon.
Brief of background, so I've worked in tech for about 20 years, worked for companies like Amazon, Microsoft. So really impressive ideas. I think one, the enthusiasm of the students, but secondly, hearing some of the ideas around computer vision, some of the ideas that the team have got around packaging, sounds really innovative, and it's great to see a mix of students, not just pure computer science students, but also design engineering students here today as well.
I'm Jack and I go to the Dyson School of Design Engineering. We decided to create a user interface for the managers of restaurants. We went to the restaurant in South Kensington and we spoke to the managers, and she kind of outlined the main problems associated with the restaurant or what she thought could be improved, and we sort of went off with that one. So far I thought it was very interesting. I really like the venue and the place we have. It's a very chilled environment and it leaves a lot of space for creativity. I feel like it would be nice to be able to create something that I can then see being used. I feel like in anyone that would make them happy with themselves.
Working in a real environment and being able to see your implementation come through in a presentation at the end is quite rewarding and satisfying, especially when you can share what you've done in your engineering group to people who live and breathe the company. And then if you can have a presentation that bridges that gap and you can share what you've learned, then they can kind of feedback on that and say what's good, what's bad, and how it could be done better. So I think it's quite cool that we get to do that.
There's a lot of process that is involved with a short hackathon like this. So we've got 2 days of starting off with an idea, and then you've got to narrow down. So a lot of that original thing is sort of brainstorming and the design process stuff. But then also you go on to rapid prototyping and then communicating your idea finally, which is they're all skills that you're taught within design engineering. So I think it is incredibly important for companies to organise hackathons like these. Not only is it an opportunity for us to meet companies, it's also an opportunity for the companies to meet us and for us to display our skills and hopefully to help them solve problems. And disruptive companies are always looking to innovate and change the status quo, and hackathons are a brilliant way to do that.
Oh yeah, you got to do the...
You tend to learn a broad range of things, but still a specific range of things. And people in other departments can bring skills that you don't necessarily learn in design engineering, so it's great to learn from them.
Yeah, I think it's really important to interact and work with people from these other courses, because I think it does represent what it will be like after we do graduate, working with people from a range of different backgrounds and a range of different skill sets. I think it's really important to run events like these with companies like Leon, because it's that practical application. You can physically see where you'd be, well, what you'd be designing for, where you'd be helping.
My favourite part of this weekend has been, or so far, has been the opportunity to go and speak to people actually in the industry and then kind of create a solution straight away. I can't wait to show the rest of the Leon team. I think we've got a strong idea and a strong skill set, so hopefully we'll be able to create something really great in a short period of time that they will be impressed with.
Being able to run a hackathon this weekend between the Design Engineering Society at Imperial and Leon has been a fantastic opportunity for our members to apply the skills that they have learnt at university to real-world problems set by industry. Our students, who are really pushing the boundaries at Imperial, are able to listen to the problems that the people who work in the restaurants have and be able to really get down to the nitty-gritty and understand what is really frustrating for the people who work in restaurants and how they can improve that. And that has meant that over this weekend they have been able to create some fantastic projects which we're really looking forward to displaying later on this week.
And through that, what we wanted to do is we wanted to engineer the packaging in such a way where you reduce the footprint of the disposed materials.
And it connects the graphics on your product to the bin that the item should go into.
And then in terms of the community, we really think it's a great idea to kind of bring people together, have recipes of what you can have in terms of the Leon and the stuff, the sales that you're getting from Sainsbury's as well.
We saw that during peak times, the managers can be stuck behind the counter, so they can't see what's going on inside their store.
A reusable box made from recycled polypropylene. After just 7 uses, it already offsets the equivalent cardboard waste.
UV ink to print the QR codes so that they're invisible when looking at them by the naked eye.
It will send a predicted order to the server, which then displays on the screen.
These numbers will represent the demand based on the order at the till or also predictive order.
We all thought the presentations were amazing, fantastic ideas. Take it that, within 48 hours to turn out what you guys did is incredible. One of the best hackathons I've seen, and I've seen quite a few.
Okay, so as I just said, though, honestly, everybody that presented today, well done. You should all feel fantastic about what you did. So there are going to be 3 winners from each category and then 1 overall winner. The first winner in their category is Leon and On. Round of applause, please. Next team in their category is Flow Control. I wonder you guys could come up. Thank you. In the other category, we've chosen Takeaway. Based on the work that went into the presentation, but also I think the applicability of this more broadly, we chose as the overall winner the flow control team. So well done.
Honestly, it's just been so much fun to work with these bunch of people who are so keen to find out the challenges and opportunities of Lyon and our industry, and can just crack on and work so hard over the weekend on creating solutions and amazing innovative solutions, and like to work with people like that is a dream. It's great, and so I'm so happy that we were able to partner with Imperial DesSoc and make this happen. And it's great to partner with these students who are now just like bouncing on the trampoline, but they were doing the same earlier. Maybe they're learning how to bounce on the trampoline. That's good.